I love your aesthetic. What was the kind of inspiration behind it?
I love a lot of goth music from the 80s, like The Cure and like Dark Wave. I love Joy Division, New Order. It's like they have a bit of this influence. And then I also, kind of love the industrial vibes of Berlin. And it's kind of a mix. In my head, it's a mix of that, I guess.
Yeah. If you were to describe your music to somebody who you've never seen before and is not a music fan, what would you say?
I would say it's pop music with goth influence, and I love writing songs that kind of, there's a sadness and there's a melancholy, but there's also some kind of euphoria to it at the same time.
Nice.
That's how I would describe it.
Amazing. What's music like in Berlin?
It's cool. It's very. I would say it's more like there's a lot of DIY spaces in Berlin.
Nice.
There's not this. What I love about the UK is that there's these pub venues that are ingrained in the culture. There's this history of having shows just in every pub basically, and I really love that about the UK. So there's kind of this difference. In Berlin, it's kind of more raw and more industrial, and kind of more you just make a venue out of a warehouse, kind of like that.
Have you enjoyed The Great Escape so far?
I've been enjoying it a lot actually. I've been like spoiled for choice with so many cool gigs and such a good vibe in the city as well.
Why do you think festivals are so good for the music industry?
I think it's a great way for visitors to enjoy lots of different bands and also discovering new artists. I think it's amazing for that, and that's really what we like make music for people to enjoy it. And then on the other hand, as a musician, it's really nice to see other bands and also to connect with other musicians and other people in music.
I do agree. I was talking to somebody the other day and he said without people there wouldn't be music. And I mean that's obvious, They're like we make music for people, and for people to enjoy. So people is the answer to everything in that space, if you know what I mean.
It's a conversation, really. I mean, art's always a conversation.
Interesting.
You want to talk to someone. You want to do something where a person somewhere in the world is like, oh yes, if I feel exactly the same way. Even when you talk about things like loneliness or things where you feel like you're different from other people, there's always going to be another person that feels the same. And that's beautiful.
What are you trying to say through your music?
I think I want to make, actually kind of connected to what I just said, but a bit different. I think I want people to feel like they're not alone and connect to, especially people who feel like they're different, that there's a community. And also I want to inspire people to express themselves.
Lovely.
Yeah.
That's so great. I think that's so important in the music industry. I really do. I think people who harness the kind of ability and take that, what you're trying to do, and be a pioneer for it is so important, because then it does create a following. It does create people who will want the same thing, and then will follow and everything like that.
I do get messages sometimes as well by teenagers that are like, oh, I want to do the same thing as you, and how can you be a musician? Or, oh, my parents tell me I can never be a musician and stuff like that. And it's always really important to me to reply to those messages, because it's another reason to do these things, It's like, it's really beautiful.
What are some things you've learned through other people communicating their music to you?
I've been like re-listening actually to The Cure's albums.
Now I love The Cure so much.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
But it was like the first time that I now did it on almost like a strategic level, where I went through all the albums. I'm now in 2004. I still have to listen to them afterwards, but that's already a lot of albums. And it's so nice because there's some people that there's some albums where you can really hear how they're just experimenting and are just really free. And I feel like nowadays, when you have algorithms both on social media but also on Spotify and on all those platforms, where it's like, oh, people listen to 20% of your song or they didn't, and then they skipped the song and stuff like that. When you hear those older albums where that wasn't a factor, it's just so fascinating how there's this freedom and just experimenting. And some songs feel more like a jam session where it's just about trying out, like I feel like Robert Smith's just trying out what different things he can do with his voice, you know. And I found that really inspirational lately, because I'm just working on my album, my first album, and I'm just realizing that that's where I want to go, just in this space where you just have this freedom to just do something weird, you know.
Yeah, I never thought of it like that, it being a jam session, because it does feel like that. Some of their music does feel like they just got into the studio and they were just like, okay, da-ding, 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 whatever. Like,
it really depends. Like there's some songs that are different as well, but definitely there are some that to me felt a bit like that in a good way.
Which era of Robert Smith do you like the best?
I'm actually just listening to the 2004 album that's called just The Cure, and I love that a lot. Then Disintegration is great, and Pornography is such an amazing album as well.
What's your biggest fear?
Oh my god, wow.
I switched up. I switched up.
By the ocean, like the existential questions are coming out. My biggest fear, I mean nowadays probably my biggest fear is AI, but I think in music, when it comes to music. But I also think that AI just makes us go more into this humanity, and into this. We think more about what makes music human, because we want to be able to tell how is something not AI, and how can we show that we are real, you know. And that's actually kind of an interesting exercise as an artist, to be like, how can I guarantee people are going to hear this and they're going to be like, this is definitely not AI, you know?
That's so interesting, yeah. That is so interesting. I guess, yeah, now we can hear what AI music sounds like, what real music sounds like.
Yeah.
How do we differentiate? And then how do we kind of pick those little bits out and think, okay, I'm not going to do that because that sounds AI or whatever, you know? Yeah, that's interesting. I think AI is a useful tool within production, in the sense of maybe sound engineering or mixing or something like that.
Yeah.
But to create music, I'm on the fence about that one.
Yeah. I have the biggest problem with songs that are generated, like that are actually completely AI generated. It's okay to use AI tools and then create your own thing, if you know, if there's like one little tool in your mix, but the rest is your own song. I think that's different from a completely generated piece. Or song.
Yeah, I do agree. Do you have anything to say at all to just speak your heart? Anything you have to say to anybody in the world?
Oh, just I don't know. Wait.
You can take your time. It's okay.
Yeah, you're gonna cut out the
the
fluff. Yeah. Okay.
We're just gonna have about 5 minutes of thinking time, and we're gonna have the whole 5 minutes as like awkward silence, just on the video. So just skip 5 minutes, and then you get her answer.
I think I just swore to myself that I'm gonna give people more compliments, because I think it's very important to say that. So I'm just gonna give a compliment to everyone watching, that you look great today. I love your style.
Damn,
you are awesome.
Yeah. They are looking very glamorous, I must admit.
Very glamorous.
Yeah. Go kill it. Go have a great day.
Have a great day.